Afternoon, friends. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's kicking butt and staying safe and healthy out there. Wow. I mean, I counted it, and 7 days. 25 years and 7 days. A week ago today, I celebrated 25 years, and it's been one heck of a week, man. Got boosted this week. Yes, Thursday we got boosted. Yesterday was a rough day. Yesterday was pajamas and Uggs, and definitely taking it easy. Sarah's a little worse for wear today than she was yesterday. But having said that, I think we're all doing okay. I know Jack had a rough day yesterday at work. Joey's arm's pretty sore. Mine was so sore yesterday, but I seem to be doing a little better today, so that's a good thing. Double-Vaxxed and boosted across the board. And it was fun because on Thursday, I was able to get all three of the boys in with me. Sat downstairs over here and had a little chat with them, and that led to yesterday's little conversation with Sara. Like 20 and 25 minute videos. My goodness, I gotta really start cutting these things down. I don't like being in front of a camera that long. I really don't. I think, if I've got something to say, it should be short, sweet, and to the point. But, I mean, what a week. What a first week of 25 years sober. And every day I've got something up here, eh? Knock on wood. So, to that end, I'm thinking, what the heck do I want to talk about? Like, if I'm going to put videos up, I should have something to talk about. If I want to get better at this, I should have a point to make, and I should be able to get to that point quickly. And man, it's challenging because there's so much bubbling around up here. There's so much that I would love to do, and I would love to share, and so much experience that I would love to pass along, to the new guy, to the new girl, just starting out. I had a couple of people reach out to me just on a Facebook thread in a sobriety group that I joined. People who are talking about, just being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And if we're sitting at a table and I'm sitting across from you and we're talking about, a specific subject, I can hit you with some stuff. I can hit you with some wisdom that I've picked up along the way, but to try and communicate that out into the ether or over a Facebook thread, it's impersonal. I don't buy the BS that you can't convey tone, because I do it all the time. I've been a troll for a long time, and I'm here to tell you that I'm probably better at being a troll than most people are at anything they've ever tried to do. I'm good at being a troll. I can get into a person's head and make sure that they're upset with me for days to come, even though they only read one of my comments. And I do that well, and I convey tone well. That noted, context is a whole other idea, right? And how do you share the wisdom and passion and the experience of sobriety over the ether here in a Facebook thread? Like, how do I nail those points down and then share them? Hopefully I can get better at it. Hopefully you guys can reach out. Hopefully you guys can connect with me and tell me how to do that, and give me ideas on how to put a fine point on that pencil. Beyond that, I thought, what the heck, man, like, maybe share a little bit about what my childhood was like and where I'm at today. And in all honesty, I mean, a lot of those ideas started to bubble to the surface pretty easily. I had a pretty fun childhood. I mean, when I look back at it, I had some fleeting memories of my dad practicing when he was drinking, and one of those in particular, I'm sure we were on Joe Janice, and he was stumbling down the sidewalk, having just left the neighbors, pretty polluted. Why that one sticks out above all the others, I don't know. I've got some pretty fun memories of trick-or-treating with my sisters, and some of the fun childhood type things that we would do when we were kids, and just a young family on Joe Janice there, and being siblings and Christmases, and my grandparents on my mom's side showing up with a random gift for me, and having a visit with my mom. I remember going to school. I think it was at St. Joseph's, just down the road on Joe Janice there. I remember getting a strap for the first time from the principal there. Not that that was a fun memory, but I remember it. I remember moving on to Grandview after my parents separated. I remember my very first experience with Blake Morton after he was brought into my life, and him cuddling me at the Viscount Motel. I remember that graphically, as I do many of the experiences with that man, Blake Morton. Said his name again. I remember fun times with friends there. I remember a friend that I had, Butchie Sylvester, and I think Blake Morton might have gone to him as well. I remember, puppies, getting my first puppy there. I remember tobogganing, like a lot of valuable hide and seek, exploring the woods, which was not much more than a bush on the other side of the toboggan hill when we lived on Grandview. I remember a lot of that fun stuff. A lot of things come online after we moved to Rankin Avenue in the West End of Windsor. It's where I met Richard Lester, my best friend, and some of the other friends that we had as we grew up there. Him and I sneaking out in the middle of the night to run down to the riverfront and just have a blast and be stupid kids, playing hide and seek, building ramps in the alleyway behind our house, and jumping ramps, and trashing bikes, getting new bikes for my cousins. I have a lot of fun memories there. First girlfriends, and turning the basement of that house into my own bedroom with a pretty kick-ass hand-built stereo system and sound system that I would run my little black and white television through. Like 5-point surround when I was 12. My version of it. But what I always lacked, and no matter how many times I revisit these memories, and they're flooding in right now, I know that I lacked that singular relationship, that mentorship, that connection and connectivity with my siblings. I longed for that. To this day, it's something that continues to leak from my heart, is that longing for that connectivity with my siblings. One person, just one relationship with one person. That I think we all look for, right? That mentorship that can take us from childhood through adolescence into young adulthood, to make sure we turn out okay, to make sure that we end up on the correct path. That was always lacking. That relationship with my father, the male figure. And it's fascinating to think that, certainly yesterday I spoke about Sara's years growing up, and how, her father was an amazing provider, an incredible provider, had the benefit of a very steady factory job that carried him through 30 plus years of employment, and he was able to provide for his family and provide stability through that factory job. That's never existed for us. I certainly thought moving up to St. Thomas and then eventually settling in Elmer, that the job at Freightliner would be exactly that, a steady factory job that, 30 plus years, hit my clock, punch out, tap out, retire. That's what I thought, as did Sara, as did everybody that filled out an application for that place. We all believed that we would have that, and certainly that wasn't the case. The job market and instability that's been my years, my adult years, it's just been kind of the norm. That instability, that car accidents, jobs that didn't last, jobs that didn't pan out, that's been what it's like for most of us trying to raise families nowadays. But what we've had and what we've enjoyed in this home has been the thing that so many other houses have lacked, and that's the hugs, the kisses, the love, the support, the adventure of it all. Or of Underground, right back there. The bands that have come through this space, the work our children have done, in their community with music, that positivity and connection, that stability of relationship, of parent, child, sibling, that genuine connectivity to each other, that's never gone away. Doesn't matter what house we've lived in, what apartment we've lived in, doesn't matter. Literally, my mom, my sister, Sara, and myself, and 3 children under the age of 10 in a 2-bedroom apartment, we had love. Working 2 jobs, and I was laid off from Freightliner. We had love. That's never gone away. And I wonder, at times, is it a trade-off? Do you trade off the stability in the job market for the stability in your familial relationships? Who's to say? But I think that's a neat way to wrap up the week, because, the picture that we put up the other day of us all being boosted after having been double-vaxxed and, giving up our entire Christmas holiday to be locked down in quarantine for the better part of 3 weeks with COVID. That picture says it all. It's the 5 of us. The only thing missing from that picture is Billy Joe and Lisa. But I have that picture from last week. The 7 of us, right? That's the celebration for me. And I was advised not even to look into that. Just cut it loose, let it go. No. My family's complete, and we love each other, and it's genuine, and that's the celebration. A week later, 25 years in a week, and here we are. So I'm going to hit the stop button. Oh, there we go. And say thank you so much for this last week, and tell you how incredibly grateful I am. And hopefully I can keep doing this and get better at it, and we'll see what tomorrow holds, man. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Stay safe out there.